Step back to the 1800s in upstate New York without the time machine. The Victorian Craft Fair at Paddock Mansion in Watertown, New York is hosted by the Jefferson County Historical Society. Only costs $5 to get in and gives you access to the Victorian Gardens, the historic mansion, local crafters stalls, and a food truck.
That's what I'm known for. This is new. So
Okay, so these are recycled sweaters, wool sweaters that she has handmade. They look nice and warm and cozy. And then she's gotten into something new, making caps. Isn't that cool? These are handmade. It tells you on the sign. Let's go look. Copper Beach.
Baskets are made out of my husband's fishing net lines. He's a retired commercial fisherman, and so I make baskets out of the net lines using the corks and the leads. All the bottoms are boat planks, and it's all the components of his business. Because we drill the bottoms and put the dowels in, and then finish the top and pin nail. I have a new pin nailer, which is
So 70 years old.
yeah, all the lines are at least 70 years
Wow.
old. Some of them, the fish, I use the scraps to make the fish, and those nets that are behind them are over 100 years old. Those were leads to trap nets that used to catch bullheads in Mud Bay, New York, years ago. There's no more licenses to net. That's the end of an industry. There's only one active netter left. My husband was the next to the last one. Some of on the Great Lakes, you can still trap net in some areas, but it's kind of a dying industry. They stopped issuing the license. Well, that's what I said. If I don't tell the story, it's just another basket. But this way, it's got a little bit of history, and it's just, I mean, I don't want to see it all end up in a landfill somewhere. I'd rather see it made into something we can keep using for another 100 years. And I made them for everybody in my family, everybody that wants one, so keep making them all. And I haven't made two that are alike, so every one that everybody has is unique. When my son had the idea, and I thought, oh my goodness, they'll be a little raggedy, I think. I don't know if people will like them, but I was wrong. We're in Cape Vincent, so Cape Vincent, Clayton, Alex Bay area, it's the river, and people are always looking for something new. And every 2 feet there would be a float and then a lead on the bottom. And that would separate it so the fish could swim into the nets. Woodworking, and he'll put together the shadow boxes for me, and then I just go through his scrap buckets and pick out what I want to make things out of, and make the wharfs and the scenes. And then he does that. It's the wood burning, burn it with the torch, and then you steel wool it.
Right here.
Yeah, he does that a lot with a lot of pieces, and he makes all the birdhouses. And then when I retired, we have a bucket that we call findings. All different metal things that we think would be really cool on a birdhouse. So I put jewelry in there, and then he made the little cabin, and he brought it to me and said, okay, you can decorate it. So that's my favorite one. During COVID, people would bring me containers and say, well, what can you make out of this? So I would say, well, let me see. Now my husband, he's trained. He doesn't throw anything away.
This can.
Look how big the leaves are. I hope you enjoyed tagging along with me at this Victorian craft show. What's your favorite craft style? Leave me a comment.